Yes, Enrique Mendez Flores. I live in Salinas since 1979. Yes, and every year we celebrate this particular day, which is a way to remember all the good things that we dreamed for. So it's a day we continue to dream. Yes, Martin Luther King's accomplishment, his dreams, his objectives, the good things he did for us, particularly during this time of concern of immigrant life in this country, which somehow we need to do something about the executive orders. So we have to continue to be organized and to make certain that we are not in the wrong track. So we have to be in the side of justice all the time, and justice is what the world is all about. So we have to continue to fight. We have to always fight for freedom. You cannot rest, because justice is not necessarily around the corner. You have to look for it, and you have to seek for it, and you have to fight for it. So right now, it's very important to be together, like the rest of the people down here are supporting the cause of Martin Luther King. So this is a very important day, and we celebrate every single year. So we're looking forward also for tomorrow's festivities, which will be in Seaside. So we'll be down there. Hopefully you guys go down there too.
All right, everyone, settle down.
Yay!
We have a beautiful day planned. There's just a little housekeeping, as there always is at the beginning. I'm John Silva. I'm here with the Monterey County Interfaith Alliance. But before any of that, first, please let us acknowledge that we are gathering today on unceded land of the First Nations of the Monterey Bay region, including the Ohlone, Alisal, and Salinas. Primero, por favor, reconozcamos que hoy nos reunamos en tierras no cedidas de los pueblos originales de esta región de Bahía de Monterey, incluyendo los Ohlone, los Alisal, y los Salinas. And there probably are others. Next, thank you to the Interfaith Alliance, the Monterey County Interfaith Alliance, who has been supporting this event for nearly a decade. Yes. Yeah. Thank you. For their inspiration for this Martin Luther King Jr. Day. That includes the Church of the Good Shepherd. That includes the Jesus Christ Church of Latter-day Saints, and Jen is here representing them. Thank you. And including the First United Methodist Church of Salinas, and Pastor Goto is here representing that gathering. Live Oak Friends Meeting. And representing them is Jeff with the guitar. St. Paul's Episcopal Church Salinas, who I don't see here. And Temple Bethel and Cantor Margaret. So, nomás estamos, por la gente hablando español, estamos ofreciendo agradecimiento a la Monterey County Interfaith Alliance. Hay varias iglesias representando, incluyendo the Church of the Good Shepherd, Jesus Christ Church of Latter-day Saints, First United Methodist Church, Live Oak Friends Meeting, St. Paul's Episcopal Church, and Temple Bethel. Oh, I'm sorry? Thank you. This is why we have a good team. And North Minster Presbyterian, and Andy Rausch. Okay, Allie? Where? And down there is from St. Paul's Episcopal Church, Reverend Allie Trios. There she is. St. Pablo's Church. Okay. As well, big thank you to Building Healthy Communities Monterey County. And I've gotten so much help from Shago for the last few years and other members with this project. And also great sponsorship by Chris Pereira, Windmill Real Estate.
Windermere.
And In terms of the city of Salinas, they've been very helpful these last 2 years with this project. And the more I look around, I see there's Mayor Dennis Donahue is with us today. And I'm going to miss somebody.
There's Tony Barrera over there, the council member.
District 2, Tony Barrera. Hi, Tony. And then District 5 is Andrew Sandoval. I don't see any other politicians at this time. I'm sorry if I missed someone. So, on December 19th, 1970, Mrs. Coretta Scott, oh, wait a minute. We have two reenactors of the speech of Mrs. Coretta Scott King. One is Sister Sandra Sharon Smith. She will be reading excerpts from Coretta's speech, and translating as well as reading is Mirna Ezekiel in Spanish. And Chandra is from the New Hope Baptist Church in Salinas. And again, Mirna is from Live Oak Quaker Meeting, Live Oak Friends Meeting. Okay, on December 19th, 1970, 55 years and 1 month ago, Mrs. Coretta Scott King addressed what is estimated at 2,000 supporters outside of this jail. This is the old county jail. Where Cesar Chavez was incarcerated for 3 weeks for not forfeiting his right to speech, specifically to not call off the nonviolent action of a nationwide lettuce boycott. Mrs. King stated, "I support you in all you are doing because your cause is a common cause, and whenever you suffer, I suffer too." So tremendous empathy, something that we really need today as a society. Mrs. King was speaking about to the spiritual importance of not only diversity, but of union, of solidarity in a landmark moment of wealth inequality. Chavez was ultimately released on Christmas Eve in 1970 by a federal court, maybe even by the Supreme Court. And he said as he left, "Be courageous. And always stand on the right side of history." Yeah. Right here. I don't know if anybody was around, but he probably said that right here. We were inspired then, and today, 55 years later, we hope to inspire you today with our program. This program will include words, music, movement, and prayerful vigil. There will also be much beauty. Let's get started. We're going to begin with an invocation from Cantor Margaret from Temple Bethel.
Judaism teaches the world is sustained by three things: by justice, by truth, and by peace. Our God and Creator, we thank you for the sense of justice you have implanted within us, and which always seeks, though at times haltingly, to express itself in daily life. Make us, O God, more steadfast in our desire to do your will. Teach us that the men and women around us are our brothers and sisters, and fill us with such love that we will never wrong them or exploit them or take advantage of one another. Kindle in us a passion for righteousness. Grant us the vision to see that only justice can endure, and that only in being just to one another can we make our lives acceptable to you. May we, by our thoughts and our deeds, hasten the time when wrong and violence shall cease and justice be established in all the earth. Eternal God of all peoples and races, may your children learn to live together in peace and friendship. Let the day come when oppression, discrimination, and prejudice will be forgotten, and all the world will recognize that it is one human family. and may that day come soon. Keni Hiratzon, O God, let us say, Amen.
Thank you. Okay, so you guys have the stage. They will
Long
be
live la raza! Long live la raza!
Okay, they will be reenacting Mrs. King's words.
As I was preparing to leave my home in the East, the President of the United States was involved in a unique ceremony. On Wednesday, he was publicly celebrating the reaching of the $1 trillion mark in the annual output of American goods and services. $1 trillion is a lot of money. 1,000 billion dollars. So much. It's hard to understand.
Mientras me preparaba para salir de mi casa en el este, el presidente de los Estados Unidos asistía a una ceremonia singular. El miércoles celebraba públicamente la llegada del $1 billón en la producción anual de bienes y servicios estadounidenses. $1 billón es mucho dinero. 1,000 billones de dólares es muchísimo. Es difícil de entender.
But what is easy to understand is that even with such fabulous wealth, there is poverty in this country. $1 trillion economy takes care very handsomely of people at the top. It takes care generously of people near the top. It rewards people in the middle, but it starves and brutalizes the people at the bottom. The weight of all that wealth is like a mountain crushing millions who are below it, and especially those who are poor, who are black, brown, and red-skinned.
Pero lo que es fácil de entender es que incluso con la fabulosa riqueza hay pobreza en este país. Una economía de $1 billón cuida muy bien a quienes están en la cima. Cuida generosamente a quienes están en el medio. Recompensa a quienes están en el medio, pero priva y brutaliza a quienes están en la base, en el fondo. El peso de toda esa riqueza es como una montaña que aplasta a millones de personas que están debajo de ella, y especialmente aquellos que son pobres, que son de piel oscura, morena y roja.
Those who control the $1 trillion economy have said, blacks and Chicanos do not have the right to a decent life or human dignity. They must live on the crumbs from the tables groaning with food. Cesar Chavez is in jail because he believes that you should have the rights and privileges Americans should enjoy. For more than 30 years, no one would concede that point.
Quienes controlan la economía del $1 billón han dicho: los negros y los chicanos no tienen derecho a una vida decente ni a la dignidad humana. Deben de vivir de las migajas de las mesas repletas de comida. César Chávez está en la cárcel porque cree que usted debería tener esos derechos y privilegios que los estadounidenses deberían disfrutar. Durante más de 30 años nadie aceptó este punto.
For more than 30 years, farm workers were thought to be unorganizable and so powerless. They could not demand and achieve security and dignity. But Cesar Chavez challenged the tyrants, organized the working poor, and became a threat. So they jailed him.
Durante más de 30 años se creyó que los trabajadores agrícolas no podían organizarse y por lo tanto carecían de poder. No pudieron exigir ni alcanzar seguridad y dignidad. Pero César Chávez desafió a los tiranos, organizó a los trabajadores pobres y se convirtió en una amenaza. así es que lo encarcelaron.
The men of power thought my husband was a powerless man with grandiose ideas. He had nothing but an idea that people at the bottom could be aroused to fight for dignity and equality. Our struggle, like yours, that is the struggle of Black people, could not be won by us alone. We had to find allies among the Americans of goodwill, Black, brown, and white, who are ashamed of poverty in a $1 trillion economy. This is why your boycotts have succeeded.
Los hombres de poder pensaban que mi esposo era un hombre impotente con las ideas engrandecidas. Solo tenía la idea de que la gente de abajo podía movilizarse para luchar por la dignidad y la igualdad. Nuestra lucha, como la de ustedes, es decir, la lucha de los afroamericanos, no la podemos ganar nosotros solos. Tuvimos que encontrar aliados entre los estadounidenses de buena voluntad, afroamericanos, latinos y blancos, que se avergüenzan de la pobreza en una economía de $1 billón. Por eso sus boicots han tenido éxito.
While some Americans are willing to forget the poor and, if necessary, suppress them with violence and brutality, there are still many Americans who cannot live with the immorality of inequality. They believe the heritage of this nation is decency and fair play.
Aunque algunos estadounidenses están dispuestos a olvidar a los pobres y, de ser necesario, a reprimirlos con violencia y brutalidad, todavía hay muchos estadounidenses que no pueden vivir con la inmoralidad de la desigualdad. Creen que la herencia de esta nación es la decencia y el juego limpio.
Social progress has always come when the people on the bottom, who in strength organized and from the foundation shook the whole structure. Social change does not come from voluntary goodwill and charity from the top. It comes from motion at the bottom. And change has never come to us in waiting. Waiting has only multiplied the profits of the rich.
Yeah.
El progreso social siempre ha surgido de la gente de abajo. Con fuerza se organiza y desde los cimientos sacude toda la estructura. El cambio social no proviene de la buena voluntad y la caridad de voluntarios desde arriba, proviene del movimiento desde abajo. Y el cambio nunca nos ha llegado esperando. Esperar solo ha multiplicado las ganancias de los ricos.
We are tens of millions strong, and waiting not only offends our dignity, but leaves us in deprivation. We have fed and clothed the nation by our sweat and toil. I know we will win our common fight because we are more united and have more mutual respect than ever in our history. And because in mass ranks, we are moving forward. I hope as we look for allies, we will give special attention to women. They also have special power to make a boycott punishing. It is named by the lettuce, and when lettuce becomes a symbol of inequality and oppression, women will know that they too have a stake in our struggle.
Somos decenas de millones de personas fuertes y esperar no solo ofende nuestra dignidad, sino que nos deja en la privación. Hemos alimentado y vestido a la nación con nuestro sudor y nuestro trabajo. Sé que ganaremos nuestra lucha común porque estamos más unidos y tenemos más respeto mutuo que nunca en nuestra historia y porque en filas masivas estamos avanzando. Espero que al buscar aliados prestemos especial atención a las mujeres. Ellas también tienen un poder especial para que un boicot sea punible. Son ellas quien compran la lechuga. Y cuando la lechuga se convierte en símbolo de desigualdad y opresión, las mujeres sabrán que también tienen un papel que desempeñar en nuestra lucha.
Cesar Chavez is not an accident. He is a genius of his people and their union. And the Farm Workers Union is a hero union. When you have succeeded in making your lives more secure and richer, the whole nation will benefit. That is why your struggle has a deeper dimension than a strike for wages.
César Chávez no es una casualidad. Es un genio de un pueblo y de su sindicato. El Sindicato de Trabajadores Agrícolas, un sindicato heroico. Cuando logren una vida más segura y próspera, toda la nación se beneficiará. Por eso su lucha tiene una dimensión más profunda que una huelga salarial.
Thank you.
Hold on. Keep your microphones. Thank you so much. It was very moving, very inspiring what you had to say. I wonder what it was like for you two reading that. Can you share with us?
Yes, absolutely. For me, in reading it, I thought the more things change, the more things stay the same. I thought that these words are so relevant for the climate that we are living, breathing in at this very moment.
¡Vivan las mujeres!
Sí.
¡Arriba las mujeres!
Okay, bueno, para mí es algo muy emocional, especialmente como mi compañera lo ha dicho, en el clima en el que estamos viviendo ahorita y la realidad que vemos cada día. Es muy difícil dejar de ver, ignorar lo que está pasando y la falta de igualdad, la disparidad entre los que tienen y los que no tienen. La distancia entre los dos es una distancia que no debería de existir. Todos tenemos que poner un esfuerzo, pero cuando vemos que hay apoyo por Martin Luther King, por César Chávez, sabemos que hay mucha gente buena y mucha gente que está dispuesta a cerrar ese espacio para que todos podamos tener la mejor vida posible. Eso es lo que es muy emocional para mí.
No sé, algo como Unión sí, right? Unión sí. Solidaridad.
Sí.
Solidaridad. Union, solidarity, comunidad, community. Right?
Yes.
Okay, thank you
Okay,
all.
John Silva, dale.
Okay. Next, thank you so much for those tremendous translation and those words. We're gonna have a song now. Remember, I said there would be even more beauty. I believe we have a song planned right now. So, you want to come up here, Jeff? Jeff Richmond. So I don't mind holding.
Okay, great.
Wherever you feel comfortable.
That's great. Thank you, John, and thank you everyone for being here. So we're going to sing the chorus of this song by Tom Paxton. It goes, God knows the courage you possess, and Isaiah said it best. How beautiful upon the mountain are the steps of those who walk in peace, from Isaiah 52nd chapter. Gracias por estar aquí y vamos ayúdanos a cantar el coro de esta canción por Tom Paxton. Dice, Dios sabe el poder que tienen y Isaías lo dijo lo mejor. Dice, qué hermoso sobre la montaña son los pasos de los que andan en la paz. Okay? This is how it goes. God knows the courage you possess, and Isaiah said it best. How beautiful upon the mountain steps of those who walk in peace. How beautiful upon the mountains are the steps of those who walk in peace.
You have a chance to do it a couple more times, James.
Across the bridge at Selma, you came marching side by side. In your eyes, a new world on the way. Hope was in your eyes, and justice could not be denied. You sang, we shall overcome someday. God knows the courage. God knows the courage you possess. And Isaiah said it best. How beautiful on the mountains are the steps of those who walk in peace. One more time. How beautiful on the mountain are the steps of those who walk in peace. And now the generations that have joined you on this road look to you with power in their eyes. Now you know the torch is passed as they pick up the load. Now you know their eyes are on the prize. God knows the courage you possess. And Isaiah said it best. Last time, sing it out. How beautiful upon the mountains are the steps of those who walk in peace. One more time. How beautiful upon the mountains are the steps of those who walk in peace. Are the steps of those who walk in peace. Thank you.
We're going to sing same song.
Okay, this is a song by Phil Oakes, written in the 60s, but very applicable today. What's that I hear now, ringing in my ears? What's that I see now, beating in my heart? What's that I see now, shining in my eyes? What's that I hear now, ringing in my ears? I seen that before. Oh, what's that I hear now, shining in my eyes? I hear it more and more. It's the sound of freedom calling, calling up to the sky. It's the sound of the old waves falling. You can hear it if you try. You can hear it if you try. What's that I see? What's that I see now, shining in my eyes? I've seen that light before. Oh, what's that I see now, shining in my eyes? I see it more and more. It's the light of freedom shining, shining up to the sky. It's the light of the old ways of dying. You can see it if you try. You can see it if you try.
Yeah, wait one line cycle.
What's that I feel now, beating in my heart? I felt that before. Oh, what's that I feel now, beating in my heart? I feel it more and more. It's the rumble of freedom calling up to the sky. It's the rumble of the old ways to die. You can feel it if you try. You can feel it if you try. Yay! De colores en los campos en la primavera. De colores son los pajarillos que salen de afuera. De colores es el arco iris que debemos lucir. Y por eso los grandes amores de muchos colores me gustan a mí. Y por eso los grandes amores de muchos colores me gustan a mí. Canta el gallo con el kiri, 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 kiri. La gallina con el cara, 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 cara. Los polluelos con el pío, 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 pío. Y por eso los grandes amores de muchos colores me gustan a mí. Y por eso los grandes amores de muchos colores me gustan a mí.
Yeah, let's stop for a second.
You hear it back there, huh?
All right, beautiful. Beautiful.
Let's do another one in Spanish. Paz, queremos paz y libertad en este mundo. We want peace and liberty in this world. Okay? Jose Luis Orozco. Jose Luis Orozco. Queremos paz y libertad en este mundo. Paz, queremos paz y libertad en este mundo para todos. Para los niños, los ancianos, queremos paz y libertad. Para los niños, los ancianos, queremos paz y libertad. Todos paz. Paz, queremos paz y libertad en este mundo. Paz, queremos paz y libertad in este mundo. Watch yourself. We should go over this last step on the road. Okay.
Thank you so much. Okay, one more, uno más, while we're waiting for others.
A little more recent, if you know this one. Just one verse, and then we'll do the chorus twice.
Last time this was
Michael Jackson, 1988.
Last time this was super.
More to the middle.
Oh, right on, Steve Eklund.
Wait, what happened to people?
What's up? How y'all? Still going, huh?
Good, I was gonna go get Paul that hook. How you doing, bro?
Good idea. Go get it. All right.
How you doing, sir? What's up, man? Marvin.
Hey, Marvin. Right on. Well, there we go. We got toys. This super excitement.
I loved everything about your wonderful conference yesterday. Yes, we're just talking about it. All the takeaway, all the comments.
I agree.
Awesome. Thank you.
No message could get any clearer. If you want to make the world a better place, take a look at yourself and become that change.
I'm gonna look that up.
You remember that song? We become the change that we want to see in this world. We become it. We don't just do it. We become it. Thank you.
So, thank you so much, Jeff. So we've made it to the Capitol, the City Hall Rotunda, and we have more service planned at this point. And you should be getting a candle if you can. There are LED candles being passed out. Another moment of beauty. We have, this is the liturgy part. We have, that is the Monterey County Interfaith Alliance, chose several quotations of note relating to the lives of Dr. King and Cesar Chavez, and most importantly, nonviolent action. In this moment in our history, it's really important that we don't, it's not an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. It's really important that we fight back in nonviolent ways, okay? Like Chavez successfully fought back without lettuce boycott, okay? That is a key of nonviolence. Okay, so we're going to get started. There will be some readings that were selected for today in particular, and then Jeff will offer us one song about midway through, and then we'll do some more readings, and then Jeff will finish. So ahora vamos a tener quotaciones, excerptos de palabras importantes de las varias tradiciones religiosas del mundo, y vamos a tener esos para usted. Luego más música, más quotaciones religiosas, más música, y últimamente al fin vamos a discutir como cuáles son las prácticas no violentas. Okay? So at the very end we'll have a description of the Martin Luther King's idea of nonviolent practices. And at the end of that, we'll have, as I said, pan dulce, champurrada. I'll terminar otra vez pan dulce. So no vayas nowhere. Don't anybody go anywhere. Okay? Okay. So I already have
Always put the microphone at your mouth.
Oh, okay, I got it. I have the audacity to believe that people everywhere can have 3 meals a day for their bodies, education and culture for their minds, and dignity and quality and freedom for their spirits. He said that Nobel Peace Prize acceptance speech.
Thank you for being the first. Okay, my friend Robin is next.
Okay, I'm reading this also from Martin Luther King, and it goes like this. Everybody can be great because anybody can serve. You don't have to have a college degree to serve. How about that? You don't have to make your subject and verb agree to serve. How's that? You only need a heart full of grace, a soul generated by love.
Again, who next? Okay, my friend Brian.
We must accept finite disappointment, but never lose infinite hope.
Darkness cannot drive out darkness. Only light can do that. Hate cannot drive out hate. Only love can do that.
True peace is not merely the absence of tension. It is the presence of justice.
From Strength to Love, 1963. The ultimate measure of a man is not where he stands in moments of comfort and convenience, but where he stands in times of challenge and controversy.
You guys know this one. Say it with me. I have a dream that my 4 little children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, the content of their character. Okay, this is from an early Quaker, Edward Burrow, from the 1600s. We are not for names, nor men, nor titles of government, nor are we for this party, nor against the other, because of its name and pretense. But we are for justice and mercy, and truth and peace, and true freedom, that these may be exalted in our nation.
He said,
No.
yes, if you want to say that I was a drum major, say that I was a drum major for justice, say that I was a drum major for peace, I was a drum major for righteousness, and all the other shallow things will not matter.
Change does not roll in on the wheels of inevitability, but comes through continuous struggle.
We can almost do this one without a guitar. But before we start, I just wanted to thank John Silva and my wife Kathy for ensuring at the head of that march that I did not fall into the street or on the sidewalk like I did last year. Oh, freedom, oh, freedom, oh, freedom over me. And before I'll be a slave,
I'll be buried in my grave and go home to my Lord and be free. No more violence. No more violence. No more violence. No more violence over me. And before I'll be a slave, I'll be buried in my grave and go home to my Lord and be free. Let's pick it up a little. I woke up this morning with my mind set on freedom. I woke up this morning with my mind set on freedom. I woke up this morning with my mind set on freedom. Hallelujah, hallelujah, oh hallelujah. One more verse. I'm gonna walk, I'm gonna talk with my mind on freedom. I'm gonna walk, I'm gonna talk with my mind on freedom. I'm gonna walk, I'm gonna talk with my mind on freedom. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah.
Yes, excellent. Reverend Ellie. Okay, you have your own, great.
These words are inspired by the Apostle Paul. When I was a child, I spake as a child. I understood as a child. I thought as a child. But when I became a man, I put away childish things. For now we see through a glass darkly, but then face to face. Now I know in part, but then shall I know, even as I also am known, and now abideth in faith, hope, charity, these three, but the greatest of this is charity. And I think that these words are also inspired by Martin Luther King.
Injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. We are caught in an inescapable network of mutuality, tied in a single garment of destiny. Whatever affects one directly affects all indirectly.
It is not enough to say we must not wage war. It is necessary to love, peace, and sacrifice for it. We must concentrate not merely on the negative expulsion of war, but the positive affirmations of peace.
I quote, "I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up and live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident that all men are created equal." End quote.
Given love and opportunity, every child and adult can recover. All who know this and have the capacity to help others should assist as they can. That's by Dallin H. Oaks from the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints.
Injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere.
Our lives begin to end the day we become silent about things that matter.
We must learn to live together as brothers or perish together as fools.
Y'all can help me with this one too. Life's most persistent and urgent question is, what are you doing for others? Let's say that all together. What are you doing for others? Amen. In the end, we remember not the words of our enemies, but the silence of our friends.
I am quoting from the amazing Mr. Rogers of Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. Reverend Fred Rogers was a Presbyterian minister who was ordained to children's work. And he did his years, so many years on TV. He said, there are 3 ways to ultimate success. The first way is to be kind. The second way is to be kind. And the third way is to be kind.
Faith is taking the first step, even when you don't see a whole staircase.
The night before Martin Luther King lost his life in Memphis, Tennessee in 1968, he said he made it to the mountaintop, and yes, he did. He fought for civil rights when it was very dangerous to do in our country. And I met both Jesse Jackson, who was with him the day he was murdered, when I was almost 7 years old. And I also met Dolores Huerta, who fought for working rights with Cesar Chavez, who was with Bobby Kennedy 2 months later. These people fought for us a long time ago, and we need people like that now, struggling to fight this injustice in our own country, what we're seeing every day. Thank you.
This is a reading from the New Testament, the Gospel of Matthew. For I was hungry, and you gave me something to eat. I was thirsty, and you gave me something to drink. I was a stranger, and you invited me in. I needed clothes, and you clothed me. I was sick, and you looked after me. I was in prison, and you came to visit me. Then the righteous will answer him, Lord, when did we see you hungry and feed you, or thirsty and give you something to drink? When did we see you stranger and invite you in, or needing clothes and clothe you? When did we see you sick or in prison and go to visit you? And the king will reply, truly I tell you, whatever you did for one of the least of these brothers and sisters of mine, you did it for me.
Are there any others? Excuse me? Did I hear someone say they had another reading?
Are there any other readings?
Okay. Yes, so I was going to say that if there are folks here that have experience with Chavez or King and would like to share that with us, that would be great. Okay, the mic is open for that. Hi, Ed.
Pope Paul VI wrote a line, if you want peace,
closer,
work for justice. And I took that line and turned it into something more in song. I hope trees up here, thank you. This guy sing the chorus.
Ed and Judy Moncrief.
If you want peace, work for justice. If you want freedom, you'll find it through love. Love will bring freedom. Justice brings peace. If you want justice, let freedom increase.
Everyone, if you want peace.
If you want peace, work for justice. If you want justice, You'll find it through love. Love will bring freedom. Freedom brings peace. If you want justice, let freedom increase.
So yes, that offer remains. If there are people that want to share for your community, your experience with either Chavez or King, this is a moment for that. Okay, so first is Olga, my friend.
¡Viva César Chávez! ¡Viva! ¡Viva Martin Luther King! ¡Viva! Martin Luther presente! We are here to commemorate a legacy of a beautiful man, Martin Luther King, and he inspired Cesar Chavez. And one of the things that Cesar Chavez had was nonviolence is our strength, and he lived it. And now we can live through that too. Thank you. Bye.
I know there are others. I know there are others that met the man I did within a week of moving to Salinas in 1987. I happened to be walking through the streets of East Salinas. I went over to Sherwood School. I guess there was a UFW office there. I didn't know. And I just walked into the campus. My son Martin was 6 months old maybe. And there was a big throng, and amidst this big throng was this little special man, a beautiful man. And I walked closer to him, and he walked closer to me, and the next thing you know, he extended his hand to shake with my son. It was on my neck up here, and that was a really memorable thing. As I say, within 2 weeks of moving to Salinas in 1987. Other experiences that we would all benefit from hearing from? Yes, Nellie.
Good evening, everyone. How are you all doing? I hope we're doing okay. After Olga, right? Everybody's okay. I wanted my daughter to come up with me and stand here with me, Camila. We're all going through horrible times. And I mean, look at everything that Dr. King did for all of us, right? He did so much. He basically started that path for all of us. Then Cesar Chavez, another great individual. But look at the current state that we're all living in. It's just horrible to know what ICE is doing to our communities, kidnapping folks, the war that they have us, all the different people of color going against each other. That is just corporation, that is power, that is money that wants us to fight one another. I know that me fighting big companies because of the pesticides that they're killing all of us out there in the community, sometimes I feel lost. I feel lost currently right now. I feel like I lose hope every day when I wake up and I hear something worse in the news. Like it just keeps on getting worse, doesn't it? Right? So right now when I was listening to all the wonderful people here that came up and said something, the only thing that I could think, and I wanted Camila to help me just get you guys started a little bit with something that I know all of us know, and this is going to continue to give us hope because I know it gives me hope, and it's this little light of mine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Let's do it louder. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine. Woo! Let's feel that hope and let's embrace one another, right? Let's not lose hope.
I'm not gonna let anyone blow it out. I'm gonna let it shine. Not gonna let anyone blow it out. I'm gonna let it shine. Not gonna let anyone blow it out. I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. Every day, every way, I'm gonna let my little light shine. Thank you.
I never had any direct experience with either that we're celebrating tonight, but I do have a confession. Too often when I've had the opportunity, I have not said anything, I have not done anything. I have been complicit in what I've seen going on, and I'm trying daily to make a change in that in my life. So be there, be strong, be faithful, be nonviolent. But we know that it can work. We have years and years of proof of that. So we do still have hope. We do still have strength. We do have the wisdom that guides us.
Thank you so much for your honesty and openness.
Well, I want to sing a community song. I get it from prison. It's like this. It's I who build community. It's I. And the next is going to be the same, but it's you. It's you. It's you. Build community. It's you. It's you. It's you who build community. And the third one is us. It's us. It's us who build. Are you guys ready to sing? Okay. 1, 2, 3. It's I. It's I. It's I who build community. It's I. It's I. It's I who build community. It's I. It's I. It's I who build community. It's I who build community. Bam, bam, bam. Roll over the ocean. Roll over the sea. Go and do your part to build community. Bam! Roll over the ocean. Roll over the sea. Go and do your part to build community. We do it at the 3rd and 4th next year. Thank you.
Wow. More and more beauty.
Hi everyone, it's so beautiful to be here with you all. And when John asked if we had any memories, what came to my mind, one, my parents had the opportunity to march with Cesar Chavez, and my whole life growing up, my dad would tell me there would be no Chicano movement without the Black Power movement. And how just that reminder of how much our movements are interconnected. And the other thing that came up for me was a memory of going to Delano when Cesar Chavez was still alive, and that we had a huge rally in Delano. We're in this enormous tent, and Cesar had been fasting, fasting. He was on a hunger strike, and I think it was like the 30th or 40th day, and they wheeled him out in a wheelchair. And Jesse Jackson was there, and he had the whole thousands of people chanting, "Keep hope alive, keep hope alive." And there was Cesar, like, willing to put his body through anything to make sure that all people could live with dignity. And so I feel that spirit today. I feel that among us, that hope, that determination, that commitment, and I know that we will win.
Keep hope alive! 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 Keep hope alive!
Hi, Wes Wyatt, Salinas Monterey County Homeless Union co-president. The Homeless Union actually started 10 years ago on Martin Luther King Jr. Day, 2016. It was coordinated by the Poor People's Campaign, a national call for moral revival, which was Martin Luther King Jr.'s last leg of the race. And so we're under the umbrella of the National Union of the Homeless, the California Homeless Union, and I just happen to be the charter member. The first one to, and I was asked to start it. So we just had a celebration yesterday, and I mean, we're looking for community support. We're looking for people to write into city council, say, you know, emails, or come in and say stop the sweeps. You know, robbing people is just legal. You know, in any other circumstance it would be theft. But since the jurisdiction's doing it, you lost the gamble in the casino culture. You know, house odds and rig tables. And you're just built to lose. If you can't pay the rent, what's going to happen? You know, So we need community support. I just started a nonprofit as well called Hugs, helping you get support with Rita Acosta and the other board member, and just trying to. We need you. Everybody needs to live. Everybody needs a home. It's not that they're homeless; they're addressless. If they can be somewhere and maintain the ground or whatever, steward the land, that should be enough. That's affordable housing. It's what they can afford. So if we could really use community support going this year, make it strong because it's foundational. People, human rights. Everybody's got a right to live. And if this, before this campaign fails, we may all go down to jail. So let's get it going.
Thank you, Wes. Wes is a local hero. He's given us a call to action, hasn't he? Yeah. So we're about to wind up. It's getting dark. The candles look beautiful, let me tell you. I am just, with all the violence that we've seen in the last few months, I just would like to put a reminder out about both Gandhi and King, their practices, their 6 practices of nonviolence, as a reminder to you. Let this guide our behavior over the next year and all the actions that we have ahead of us. So the first principle of nonviolence is nonviolence is not for cowards. Nonviolence is for the courageous. 2, the beloved community is the goal. And I'm seeing a tremendous example of this today. Remember that we should attack forces of evil, not the persons doing the evil. Evil is about systems, evil is about policy. And we have to attack those. Accept suffering without retaliation for the sake of the cause. Number 5, this one rings true to me, being a retired healthcare provider. Avoid internal violence of the spirit as well as external physical violence. People, we have to take care of ourselves, okay? We have to learn how to be kind to ourselves, not to beat ourselves up. Only when we're at our best can we do our best work. And then finally, we all know this, the universe is on the side of justice. Okay? Thank you all. We have a little bit more benediction, and then we have a closing song, and then we have pan dulce y champorado, no pressure.
So as we come to the conclusion of our time together, if you were given one of these little candles, I would like them back. I'll be standing over there. Somebody will be standing over there with that white bag to collect them from you. But I invite you to stand as you are able and as you wish, and let's hold our candles up high. I'm going to give us what's called the Aaronic blessing. Whether you're Christian or Jewish or Muslim, we are all people of the book. And this is a benediction that goes for all of us. May the Lord bless you and keep you. May the Lord make his face to shine upon you and be gracious unto you. May the Lord lift up his countenance upon you this day and forevermore and give you peace. And all God's people said, Amen.
This is a bilingual song. Thank you. Esta es tu tierra, esta es mi tierra, desde California hasta Nueva York, desde las montañas a todos los mares, esta tierra es para ti, para mí. This land is your land, this land is my land, from California to the New York Island, from the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me. Entre las sombras veo a mi gente pidiendo ayuda. Veo a mi gente, veo a los hambrientos y me pregunto, ¿es es esta tierra para mí. In the shadow of the steeple, I see my people. At the relief office, I see my people. As they stood there hungry, a voice was sounding. Is this land for you and for me? Esta es tu tierra, esta es mi tierra, desde California hasta Nueva York, desde las montañas a todos los mares. Esta tierra es para mí, para ti. This land is your land, this land is my land. From California to the New York Island, from the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream waters, this land was made for you and me. There's one more verse. Nadie en este mundo va a detenerme en este viaje a mi libertad. Nadie en el mundo me hará mirar hacia atrás. Esta tierra es para ti y para mí. Nobody living can ever stop me as I go walking this freedom highway. Nobody living will ever make me turn back. This land was made for you and me. Esta es tu tierra, esta es mi tierra. Desde California hasta Nueva York, desde las montañas a todos los mares. Esta tierra es para ti, para mí. Last time, this land is your land. This land is my land, from California to the New York Island, from the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me. Thank you.
What a beautiful evening. What a beautiful evening. All of you contributed. What a beautiful community we have. Beautiful, peaceful, and loving community we have. Couple of final housekeeping notes. The Reverend Steve and Carla Lundin are with us, and they started this tradition. They started this tradition in Salinas less than a decade ago. For us to be successful this year with all the campaigns we have, those of us that can vote need to vote. Those that are not sure if they're registered need to register. We can do some voter registration this evening. The League of Women Voters has given us a table to do some registration. If you're wanting to do that, I highly recommend it. And the final thing I'm going to say is, if you haven't had your pan dulce and chaporada, now is the time. Thank you.